Hello guys, and welcome back to Stylish Nigeria YouTube channel. So in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how to cut a fitted trouser, straight female trouser. So you can see this was what I came up with, so I had to pin it on the mannequin since the client was not around. So it is a fitted straight trouser, so that's what I'm going to, and we're using our free hand. So the first thing you are going to do, you are going to measure how wide you want your trouser to be. So for this I used about 14 inches. I just folded my fabric at 14 and then mark the top part. So that's going to be my start line, and then just watch how I'm going to be imputing everything. And then you can see the way I place my tape. I left 2 inches on top and then came to about 9 inches and marked my hip line. So you can use 8 inches or 9 inches, depends. And then mark the crotch line. So for the crotch depth, I just placed my fabric, guys, I just placed my tape around my butt and then just measured it. So and then the other one, so that's the hip line. Like I said, I use about 8 or 9 inches for your hip line. So for the crotch measurement, another way you can do this, you can sit on a flat surface and then just measure it, okay? Or other than that, that line that I just marked, that's the knee line, and then that knee line was about 21 because the client is tall. The full trouser is like 47 inches. Okay, so the next thing, you are going to come to your waistline. You come in by half inch, just come in by half inch, and then you're going to curve it. So this curve is just like, when we're making skirt, the way you are going to connect the waist to the hip, edge of the hip. So that's what I did. So just connect it to that hip line. Can you see? So the next thing, since it is a fitted trouser, if it was a straight trouser like a palazzo, you can just take it down from there. But since it was a fitted trouser, you come in by half inch on your crotch line and then you connect it because you need to get a shape. So that is why you can see I'm doing that. So you come in. So once you come in, you can see it is looking shapely. And then on the knee line, so like I said, for the knee I used about 21 inches because the client is tall. So you can see the way I'm connecting it. Can you see? So I connected it to that edge of that knee line again. So like I said, if you are doing a palazzo, you don't need to do this. Just as you come from that hip line, you're just going to take it straight down. Is follow the same process. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm taking my straight rule and then I'm marking it straight to the down part of the trouser. Can you see? To the female trouser. So you just mark it straight down. So that's all for that part. So the next thing, we're going to come to the crotch area. The next thing we're going to do, from this point now, we're going to add our waistline. So the waist measurement is 34. You divide that into 4. You're going to mark it on that line. Just mark it that way, and then you're going to add your stitching allowance. So for the stitching allowance, I used about 2 inches or 1.5 thereabout. And then I'm going to come to my hip line. I'll mark my hip measurement, divide by 4. I'll place it, and then on this hip line, because I wanted my trouser to be fitted, I used about 1.5 inch for my trouser. So at this point I was just trying to double check it, okay? And then I used about 1.5 inch for that part. So I just marked it that way. The next thing I am going to do, so I'm just trying to mark it. Yes, so initially I wanted to use 2 inches. I now reduced it. So now I came to that crotch line. So for the crotch line, you're going to, how wide you want your laps to be, that's what you put. That's your lap divided by 2. And then I used about 1.5 inches for my crotch extension because it is a fitted trouser, okay? So that's just the extra you saw me adding. So the next thing, I'm trying to connect all of these lines. I'm using my free hand, so I'm just trying to connect it. You do it gradually, make sure you connect them, if not it's going to be bent. But just try as much as you can to connect it that way. So as you connect it, you can see it is connected already. So I was just trying to highlight it properly before I cut it, and then since I'm teaching, so that you guys can see it. And before I continue, please, if you find this video helpful, hit on the like button, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, okay? So you can see the way I'm bending it now. So at this point I am just trying to mark it down So if I'm doing a free fitted trouser, that's what I'm showing you guys. You can see the way I'm marking it. I'm just going to mark it straight and then it's going to get to the down part, okay? But since I want to do a fitted trouser, here's what I am going to do. You saw the way I marked the first one. If I'm doing a free trouser, that's how I will mark it to the down, like a palazzo. But since I want my trouser to be fitted, I'm just going to come in. I'll measure how wide I want my trouser to be, and then I am going to connect it, okay? So for the down part of my trouser, I'm going to use about, let me say, like eight between 8 and 10 inches, okay? So I'll just connect it that way. So I'll connect it. So when you connect it, you see it's not going to be straight anymore. It's going to be slanted. Can you see? Unlike if it was a palazzo, you are just going to take it straight down. So but since it was a fitted trouser, so at this point, mark all of your trousers so you can see. So I was just trying to explain. If it was a straight trouser, mark your length, your width. If you want your trouser to be tight down, maybe like 10 inches, you can do it. If you want it the down part to be 5 inches, at this point you mark it and follow the same process, and then you get your shape, okay? So you can see I'll cut out that slopey part and then I'll cut the edge. So that is all you need. So for this trouser, I'm not adding any pocket, so I'm just going to double check all of my measurements before I start cutting out the back. So this is my back piece. I'm just going to take it. You can see the way I'm placing it, placing my fabric. The front, the back has to be higher than the back, okay? So I'm going to use about 1.5 inches. So that part I'm marking is just the savage. So I just marked it, and then you can see the difference between my front piece and my back piece. Can you see the way it is looking? Yes. So I checked it 1.5 inches. So and then I just connected it. So I'm just going to mark a line, and then that line you can see is going to terminate at the edge of the side of the front, okay? So it's going to terminate at the edge of the side of the front. So from that front part, the edge there on the back piece, I came in by quarter of an inch. You can use half inch is okay. Use half inch, and then I'll just connect it. The only part that I added was that top that I added half inch. You can use quarter of inch for a very slim person, and then a plus size use half inch. And then I'm going to mark it. I'm marking it straight to the down part. You can see, so on the edge it's just like quarter of an inch, so it's a very negligible inch, but still add it. You can see it, the back piece, it open a little bit. And then for the front, the crotch part, I'm using clear 2 inches for that. And then on that top part, I'm going to be using about 1 inch. Can you see? Just watch everything that I'm doing. I'm using 1 inch on that part, like that. You see I'm using 1 inch. And then on that crotch part, I use clear 2 inches because it is a fitted trouser, so I don't want my crotch area. On that down part, I use 1 inch. So these are different measurements that I've tried out and they work perfectly well. So you can see the way I'm connecting it to that top. You connect it to that top. Remember the back, the difference between the back and the front, I use 1.5. And then from here you can see the way I am going to connect it. That part is 2 inches. On this part I reduced it to about 1 inch. Can you see? About 1 inch or 1.5 inches. Make sure. So that is why some people, you see them, they complain that their trouser, when they made it, the edge was bending. So these are some of the issues. When that part is too big, it will bend. So it will be collecting everything and be bending the side of your trousers. But if you follow this method I'm teaching you, everything is going to be perfect. Your trouser is not going to bend, okay? So after everything, I'm just going to cut it out. Like I said, please like this video. Even if you download the video, come back and like it. Drop a comment for me. Tell me what you think. If you tried out the pattern and it worked for you, please come back and come and drop a comment for me, okay? So you can see everything. So the next thing, we are going to take this over to our sewing machine, and then we are going to sew it. So you can see my number on the screen. If you want to register for my online classes, you can send me a message. If you have a tutorial, a style that you want to sew and then you don't know how to go about it, you can send me a message on WhatsApp. So I'll tell you what to do so that I can illustrate the style for you. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do, you are going to take your fabric on the crotch part, you take the front, you join them on the crotch part. It's a simple process. And then the back part also, you're going to join them. So after joining them, you're going to open your piece together, place front and back together. You can see that the back is obviously bigger. So at this point, you're going to take your waist measurement, divide by 2. You can see the way I'm marking them. You come to your hip line, is still there. Hip divide by 2, you mark it. Okay, and then from there you're just going to know how wide you want your thighs to be, and then you're going to start stitching them. So after everything, make sure you pin them together so that it will be easy for you to sew. Okay, so pin them, just make sure they are pinned together before you start stitching. And most times I like starting with this right side. So you pin them and then you will stitch it. Just make sure you stitch, and then as you're stitching, you see that I was double checking the measurements. And then after that, I'm going to bring the down part, the under, which is the cross. They are not the same obviously, so you have to pull them together, and then you're going to sew it down. So after sewing everything, the side and the down, you're going to have something looking like this. So the next thing, we want to cut out our waistband. So it is a simple process. I don't do complicated videos. I just try as much as I can to make them simple and easy for you, still achieving the same good and great results. So I'm just going to take a simple fabric, and then I'm placing the waist of the trouser. Make sure that I have enough, maybe like 2 inches excess, and then I'm going to cut this off. So I want to use a band of 2 inches. Remember when we were marking our trouser, it was 2 inches we left for our tape. So this is just random. First of all, I want to mark how wide I want my what do you call it, my band to be. So like I said, I'm using 2 inches, so I'm using at this point, so I'm just marking like 3 inches. I want to divide it. So what I'm trying to do, I'm sharing my fabric into two. So that's just what I am doing. And then the next thing, I'm going to take this and then place it and stitch it first. Yes, stitch it on my machine before I continue, and then trim out the excess from the stitches. So if you find this video helpful, please like the video. And like I said, if you want to, if you want your, maybe you want to, you're sewing a style, so I call it subscribers explanation. So you can send me a message on WhatsApp. My phone number is on the screen. So after ironing, you are going to take your piece, you are going to cut out like quarter of an inch from one part, not the two parts of the band. Oh, please note, one part you're going to cut out like half inch, not quarter, half inch from that piece. So make sure you cut that part out. So after cutting that part out, you're going to take the other part in, and then you're going to fold it, the other part that is remaining that you did not cut, fold it and iron it down. So after ironing, we're going to stitch it round. So the part where we're going to be stitching is the part that you did not fold in. Please note that part that you did not fold in, that is where the part that you folded in, the part that you trimmed. So I'm going to open this. So the part that I trimmed, that is the part that that's the part that I folded in. Okay, so the other part that I did not trim, that's the straight part, that's the part that I am going to stitch. Note please, the part that I trimmed is the part that I folded in. Okay, yes, because I need that one to be shorter. Please don't get it confused. So after folding it, you're going to trim one part. So that part that you trim out, you take it again, you go and fold it inside small small. And then the part that you did not trim, you are going to go and sew that one. So when you finish sewing that one, you now bring the other part and then use it to cover it. But as a beginner, if you cannot do this, you can just sew your band straight and then you will weave it. So you can see, you see that part now, you're just going to place it like that. So with that, it will cover, your band is going to be neat and clean. So thank you so much for watching. After everything, just stitch it down. You can pin it down, iron it before stitching it. So at the end of the day, you can see our trouser. It looks fine. It came out beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Like this video, share it with your friends, comment,